Cherry Divine. And I love saying that as if I'm going to jump out of bed the next day as somebody other than Cherry Divine. Yet you don't know that I won't. So that's part of the fun, isn't it? So the day I come and I introduce myself as somebody else, you'll know there was a major shift while I slept. And my beautiful friend Nancy is here with me. She's reading my questions. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Miss Cherry Divine. So,
Wow.
well, today we're going to do something before we move into questions. We've been noticing a theme kind of surfacing the last few weeks, actually, and I know that you wanted to address this, so I'm just going to kind of bring it up and have you share with us your thoughts about this. So people are asking, why does it seem like things are so difficult right now? So some people are saying that things are continuously going wrong in their lives, either personally, professionally, health-wise, or just in the world. You know, things are crazy and people are feeling afraid and powerless. Why are all these bad things? Well, why all these bad things seem to be happening, and what can people do about it?
You know, this is a really interesting thing because it just reminds us how we've been taught we're out of our personal power, and this idea that life happens to us. Instead of understanding we are creating in each moment. We are the designers of our lives. There's nothing that's happenstance. We ask for it to occur. And one of the reasons this time seems so challenging is because there is an agreement to break down the old, to no longer wear the blinders and just move and stay small. You notice how it went with my body? As soon as I put blinders on like this, my shoulders came in. And that's how we've been living. And we've had various teachings and programmings that say this is all you are, this is all you can do, and you have no voice, you have no choice. And what is happening now is that's breaking away. And it's asking you to look at what no longer serves you. You notice mankind, when it becomes humankind, okay, we got to keep changing that because they chose to use mankind at first, and people had issue with that as if it didn't include females. So it's moving it to humankind. And anyway, humankind is now breaking through the old programs, the old trainings. And as long as you're holding on to that old way as if life is doing to you, as if you have no say, it's becoming even more uncomfortable. And that is to force you up and out into your power. Not to hurt you, not to harm you, not to cause chaos, but to have you stop and look and listen, but especially feel. Instead of moving on the old automatic programming, autopilot, it's like, hold it. What do you want in your life? Who are you? What are you ready to draw in? It's remembering every thought, your words, all create. And so it's looking at your thoughts, it's looking at your belief systems, and it's changing the way you speak into a way that supports you. When you're sending out an energy that life is doing to you and it hurts, you're just drawing back to you other scenarios in which life feels as if it hurts. If you believe that love harms you, you're going to draw in situations in which you feel harmed. And so it's having you look at this because this does not support you. And it's not who you are. You are magnificent creators. You are creators of love and beauty. And that is what you are here to remember. You are having assistance from out in the cosmos, not having you fall and skin your knees for no reason at all. They are there lifting you up back onto your feet. It is to remind you that you draw in what it is you experience in your world. If you continue to hold on to the idea of pain, suffering, and torture, you will draw in situations of pain, suffering, and torturing. Yet, children of earth, if you look out and you see beauty, You see light and you see love. You see it in your world. You see it that you are there experiencing it. You draw in loving situations, light-filled situations, and supportive situations. So when you feel as if it is becoming too much and you can stand no more, it is time to stop. Take that breath of life into the beingness of you and step back in to the powerful being you are. Look out and send information of what it is you wish to experience in a way that is supportive, in a way that is loving, in a way that is yours. Always include you and the emotion of receiving this goodness in all that you send out. For in each moment of your life, you are projecting forward. Why project and keep experiencing the same old things? Ah, children, we are here to assist you. Ask and we will appear in the ways that you allow us to be there. You are not walking alone. We support you, we embrace you, we hold you in our hearts. So create from the powerful aspect of who you are, no longer that fear-based persona. And there's the message they want to give everybody. Life is not happening to you. When you hold on to the old programs, the old tapes, the old conditionings, you create the same old thing. Let yourself step out of that. Breathe into your hearts and take those steps forward. You know, last night, Nancy, it was hysterical, because I have all these things going through my mind. And when they said, okay, it's now time to use shock. It's now call people on the carpet and say, hold it. Life isn't happening to you. Own your life. Stop being voiceless. Stop being powerless. Step into it. In some ways in our reality, we have been babied and coddled. We've had that, even though we don't realize it. Even in those really traumatic, awful times, we're being supported and held, and we've got to look out and say, oh my God, look what's being done to me. Instead of, oh my gosh, look what I'm creating. So everybody out there that says, life's happening to me, look what it's doing to me, I want you to step into you. I want you to step into your power and create consciously. We've been hearing that message for how long? How long? So let's do it. What do you want in your life? Step out of your fear. Step into motion. Own your life. Become responsible for it. My group looks at me and says, oh, quit crying the blues and create. We're going to go into our stuff, but it's good to look at it. But the more you hang on to that, oh, woe is me, the more you create the, oh, woe is you. So that's where I'm starting today. Let's own our lives. Let's be empowered. Let's do it with joy and love. So, me and my soapbox.
So, Cherry, how do people do this?
It's stop and just look, one, how what you believe, what you've been taught to believe, and then question it. When you're feeling as if you're out of your power, ask where you're not supporting yourself, where you're not owning who you are, where you don't believe you deserve. Look at the thoughts you're sending out. Look at the words you're sending out. If you're sending out the same old, oh my God, every time I do something, it hurts. Yes, I'm being a little sarcastic. Guess what? You're sending that energy out that draws back situations that feel harmful and hurtful instead of saying, you know what? I'm this beautiful, deserving being. What do I want in my life? and then step into your life. This is a time I tell people it's time to be selfish so you become more selfless and step into your heart. Let go of that programming that love hurts, life hurts. Each time you have a situation that's uncomfortable, ask where it's coming from. It isn't happening outside of you. It is happening inside of you. Reach out and get the information that is proper for you. Proper is the word they wanted to use, because it isn't a one size fits all when you're stepping into your awareness and on your spiritual path. And trust what comes to you. Quit arguing with yourself. Your heart knows. Voice yourself. Quit using people as an excuse. I can't do this because over here they're not going to like me. My family won't understand. Okay, guys, I went through all of that and I'm still here and surviving very well. It's like that is a way to keep you out of your power. Of course, when you change, you're going to feel resistance from those around you. Yet do you want to stay small, or do you want to be a way shower? Do you want to hold yourself back, or do you want to say, hey, join me in this world of empowerment? The only limits and the only lack we have are those that we are conditioned and programmed to believe in. You notice I said conditioned and programmed? It's like being sheep. Don't be a sheep. Be you. Stop when you wake up in the morning. Breathe into yourself and feel the powerful being you are. Be willing to question the direction you're going. Implement the changes that are perfect for you. It doesn't mean it's going to be comfortable, but it does mean it's personal growth. Voice your truth. Don't hold your words back because you're afraid somebody else isn't going to accept them. That's a conditioning. Take them to your heart and let them come out and let them be yours. It's all about you. Use what's around you as a mirror. If it becomes uncomfortable and it's really in your face, ask what the message is in it. This is a time to really claim yourself. Voice, thought, action, support you. Do it with smiles, do it with love. That's where it is. And reach out and get the help. A lot of people say, oh, I can't do this because. Well, you just put a limit in there. And hey, just to let you know, my beautiful friend Nancy has called me on my own crap like that. Oh, no, and listen to this. Because again, we're all in this and we all have our stopping and starting moments. This is a process. Be kind to yourself. And you will draw in those people. I've said the same thing to Nancy. But we're going to draw in those people that do call us on our stuff. When you start crying the blues, stop. Yes, some things are painful and they hurt. But some of it you're using not to move forward. What are you afraid of? What's the big fear of owning your life and being responsible for it? A lot of people look at their lives and they go, oh my God, I created this. I'm responsible for this. Oh, shame on me. And the thing is, it's not shame on you. These experiences, whatever they were, are what serve you and serve your growth. Quit judging. Love yourself. So, I could go on and on and on about this, but, it's a limited time. So.
Well, Cherry, I just want to say I think this is brilliant because this is the key that many of our people have been asking. And some of our people ask kind of the same question over and over. And it's about us not wanting to take ownership of our lives. Is that not true? Mm-hmm.
That's very true. And I was commenting to Nancy about this, and I want everybody to know there's nothing I tell you that I don't tell myself. And I had to laugh because I do notice the repetition in questions. And this isn't coming just from, the people that are on my page. It comes from those who call me for personal sessions or in workshops and all of this. And my mind goes, huh? And why aren't we getting it? And then my group laughs at me. I mean, they do. They're belly rolling, laughing, because they say, and you haven't done the same? How many times have you asked us the same question over and over and over again? And where are you holding yourself out of your power by not stepping into it? So you see, people, it isn't a talking at you. It's a being with you, and it's understanding this journey. Yet let's step out of our fear. Own your life. Love yourself. Love outside of yourself. You know, okay, got to do this again. Love lives in here. It does not harm. It does not break the heart. It does not take away. Love is the existence of all life. Start with loving you fully and completely. And then that love emanates from you, touching all of life. And you create in beauty and joy. So there we go. Gosh, my late husband came in. He says, remember, we all have our imps and impulse. And so I always liked that term, imps and impulse. And Nancy will have to tell me if my camera's still good or not, the way I've got it set now. Okay.
And I know that we've got people's questions, but I just think this conversation is so important because we talk about loving ourselves, but I don't feel worthy. Can you talk about, the feelings of lack of self-worth? I don't feel worthy of loving myself. Who am I?
These conversations are worth having. If we don't start these conversations and keep these conversations going, we go back into that dream state of eyes closed. And we're taught, think about it. Think about the messages that you've received since early childhood. Is you have to earn. You're not enough. You don't deserve. Or if you reach for, you get punished. Those are all teachings and trainings. They're not truth. It is just passed down over the ages. Break away from that. Who are you? You're you. You're divine beings. Your beauty, your love, your light. You chose these personalities to embrace them and embody them and to bring more of the divine aspect of you into the physical world. These bodies are created to do that. It is deserving. Value in every aspect of life. Hold the memory of love within you and let it flow into every cell of your body. You notice we said hold the memory of love because it lives inside of you as you act on this and activate it in your mind. It flows into the beingness. You are magnificent beings. It is time now to eradicate all of the old memories of not deserving, not being enough, of having no value. It is time to honor who you are, to allow yourself to embrace all that you are. From this moment forward, we ask that you see the beauty of you, the magnificence of you. Practice using those words every time you walk by a reflection or a glass, mirror, whatever reflects back to you. I am a beautiful being. I'm a deserving being. I'm a loving being. I claim the I am. And let that be felt in the deepest parts of you. For children of the universe, you are the spark of the divine. You are the life force. You are. So who aren't you to deserve? You are the all that is. And you are magnificent. So there we have it today. Ta-da! See, they love to have play too. Let's let go of this. It's got to be hard work. Let's play. The more you delight in play and love, the quicker your life transforms. Oh my God, somebody, but what about the world we're in? Look at the chaos. That snapped into somebody's mind who's listening instantaneously. That is programming. That is telling you you can't change what's here. You change your perspective. You change the way you're viewing. You change the way you're acting and the energy you're putting out there. That transmutes energy outside of you. It transmits energy, and that is how we changed this reality. Let go of the idea chaos is the only thing there is in life. Start adding beauty, love, and light to everything. Okay. I think we're done. I'm taking a sip of coffee, guys. There we go. So,
we have some specific to people's questions. However, I think that the conversation we've had today is more important for everyone than maybe a couple of little specific questions. Now, so you tell me, I can ask a couple of these specific questions, or we can call this a day.
Let's answer a few of the questions, because that's what we put out to people is, send your questions in and I will answer them. There are two that ask. One asked about why is the universe turning against me, and then the other one was something. There's the one about hurt and pain. I can't remember the exact wording.
Been hurt a lot in the last year and hard to trust. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now one of the things, and I'm going to address both of these questions with what we've been talking about. When you bottle it up and hold it like this, that this is hurt and it's all chaos, and it's every time you turn around, it is doing to you. You're out of your power. Step into your power. Instead of saying, look what's happening to me, look how it's hurting me, it's look and ask questions. Why is this happening? How is it serving me? What am I holding on to that I've been refusing to let go? Where am I not supporting myself? Where am I not loving who I am? Where am I not claiming myself? Let go of this. It's doing to me. Instead, it's like, hold it. I own this. I'm the creator of my reality. What am I to learn from this and experience it, from this? When we get the major lesson in it, the major message, and just own it, that's when we go forward. Humankind has been taught to make change. Your life has to become so uncomfortable you cannot stand it anymore. That is an old programming also, but it is what we're doing. We're creating pressure cooker realities. Not to harm us, not to cause us pain and suffering, but to say, look at your world. What is it that no longer serves you? What are you holding on to? And where don't you love you? So the universe isn't hurting you, and the pain and the isn't. If you hold on to this, I don't feel I can trust anyone. You're sending an energy out there that draws in all of these things that you cannot trust. Step into your hearts. Know you deserve. Create a world of love. Start by loving who you are. Support yourself. Listen to yourself. When you start to put it out there, oh, they're hurting me, draw it back and say, hold it. Where am I not loving me? Each time you start to say, look what's happening to me, reclaim your power and own it within you and say, hold it. Now what am I choosing to create? And step into your power. And again, I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's not easy. It's very challenging to do it on your own. Start reaching out to others, like-minded beings. I do one-on-one sessions. Reach out to somebody like me or somebody else that fits you more if that's it. But stop holding yourself, you got this rein and the bit in your mouth and you're holding the reins back like this. It's time to drop the reins and let yourself move forward and become more comfortable. Now.
Okay. And a couple specifics. Christina has some renters doing damage to their property. Will they cover the damages?
Okay. This one here, Christina, is it is going to be. I do see you having to take legal steps to have them own it. It feels like they're going to put it back that it was on you, that the home was like that when they moved in, and it does feel challenging. Look at this as this home you're renting. Also look at it as your spiritual house, what it's represented, where it's been felt as if it's been torn apart, and then start restructuring that within yourself. And you're going to find outside yourself that clears up a little easier. It does feel like in time they are court ordered to repair the damages they did. Be willing to step up, hold them accountable, and take steps forward. So that's the answer. Yeah.
Let's see. Trish, let's see, whatever I do when I go back to work, will I be taking a course or schooling to learn to do this?
I get yes. I read that and it was automatically yes, Trish. And the reason is you're putting investment into you, and you're finally claiming parts of you that you just put aside due to other aspects of your life, other people in your life. Yes, get the education, get the training that you are just craving, because there's that part of you that's saying, oh, I'm ready for more. So do it. And yeah, don't be intimidated. Step into it and have a whole lot of fun with it. Now, isn't there something about sacred geometry in one of the questions also?
Yes, and this was Annie asked this last week and we didn't get to it, and I thought I'd put it at the end. Are sacred geometry symbols key to understanding the universe and our connection to ancestral memory?
That's an easy peasy one. Yes. And here's the deal is, I love it when people say, oh, you can't say that, you can't send that out in the universe, you're using the wrong words. Okay. Our language is not a universal language. If you live on Pluto, you do not speak English, Spanish, Italian, or Portuguese. You have no concept. Well, maybe Plutonians do, but they use that as an example. Yet, sacred geometry is a universal language. And we use it as mathematical equations. It's frequencies. Those frequencies carry mass information. They have the ability to activate light codes that live in you, has the ability to activate DNA and the knowledge base that lives inside of you. It also reminds of the universal connectedness of all of life. So, easy answer, yes. But I did want to address that one. So, oh goodness, light codes going on. People are actually connecting to that. Very good. Oh goodness, very good. What's happening to me is, okay, I'm an empath. And all of you are responding and acting. And remember, all time is one. So there are people that haven't seen this yet, or it's already. And what's happening is I'm getting little pressure points hitting here and here and here, and that is where energy. All of a sudden, people's light bodies their memories activated, and they sent out. They sent out frequencies and pulled them in, and intuition chakras are opening. So if you're getting a little headache or your eyes are feeling a little odd, just know your intuition chakra just lit up. And higher hearing too. It opens the door to higher hearing, because all of a sudden the little pluggedness of my ears. Don't resist it. Just let these, open you up to the more of who you are. How fun is that? And that's how it is, folks. It's that quick, that instantaneously. And it doesn't have to be hard. And then people start doubting and worrying about it, and they shut it off. No, just enjoy it. That's like, oh, my goodness, my intuition is turned on. Oh, my higher knowledge. Oh, very good. And my higher hearing. What am I hearing now? So this is a very interesting day now, isn't it? I believe that's about it, isn't it, Nancy?
I think that is good. I have a couple of announcements. This is the last week for the July Sizzling Hot Special. When people refer someone to have a reading with you, Cherry, both people get a discount. And all people have to do is to connect with you. So there's my little last week. July Sizzling Hot Special. Refer a friend. You both get discounts. Contact Cherry at cherrydivine.com and mention the special. So that's...
I do want to note that I do use the Square calendar to set appointments, and there is a certain price on that one. It would be better if you just emailed me or called me directly for the special.
Yes.
So anyway, that's that, because if you set an appointment using the Square calendar, if you've referred somebody, then it is only going to charge you the other rate. So
that's right. And the last one, Experience the Magic of Mount Shasta. Join Cherry and Nancy Waldron, that's not me, for Mount Shasta Spiritual Journey, September 21st to 23rd.
You know, this is one of the things I love is, being present and co-facilitating these retreats, because I watch people walk in with all of their worry, all of their doubt, all of their hesitation. And then I get to watch them transform during the retreats. I love it because messages come through that pertain just to them, and the various exercises. It touches them on a physical level, at the platform of humanity, and it lets them see how the old patterns and belief systems have been held and stopped their flow. But by the end of the 2.5 days that we've done this, people who've walked in hesitating and hesitant are all of a sudden embracing themselves. They're smiling, they're laughing, they find a new family, it's a life family that supports them. And the transformation is absolutely amazing. And Nancy, and it isn't that she only comes through in Mount Shasta. She comes through at other times, but a beautiful being named Ambrosia comes in while in Mount Shasta. And she is just light. She is just love and beauty. And she touches each and every being's heart that's there. And I'm honored to have her be one of those who come in that I bring the messages from. She has lit the wick of so many lights of those who have experienced the Shasta journey or the Shasta retreat. And that's what she's showing, is this beautiful candle, and the wicks at the end, and she lights it. So she assists you on your journey. So there we go, kids.
All right. I think that's a wrap for today.
Thank you. You all have a great week. It's hotter than ever here. Let's send love and light out into the world, because I do know we have forest fires going on, and then I know we have floods going on, and we have other things. Let's send light out. Let's send love out right in this moment. See the fires done. See the storms calmed. See the waters recede, and let's support each being affected with anything with beautiful, beautiful love. Thank you all for joining me today.